A marinara sauce and some meatballs, Italian meatballs. At the moment I've just got some onions and some garlic in this pan here, just sweating down, and we're now going to introduce the tomatoes. I've got a large tin of tomatoes, which is 800 grams, and I've also got a good couple of tablespoons of tomato puree to create this lovely thick tomato sauce. In this little pot here we've got some basil and also some oregano, and of course all we need to do now is let that come to the boil and let it simmer away. I mean, the longer you simmer it, the more depth to the flavour of the sauce you get. I'm just going to move it across to this other ring here to bring it up to temp a little bit quicker, to start the process of it all coming together. So there you go, that's on its way now. We'll keep our eye on that, just in case it starts, as it is now, looks bubbling away. And just to keep an eye on it so that it doesn't splatter too much. In fact, I might just put a lid on it to just get a lid. Just put a lid on it, slow it down slightly, and in the meantime we'll get on with the meatballs. In front of us here we have the seasonings, which is salt, black pepper, smoked paprika, fennel, parsley, chili flakes. All down to you what kind of seasonings you want to put in the meatballs. But I quite like a little bit spicy, so that's why I've got the teaspoon of chili flakes. Here we've got half an onion, 1 cup of parmesan, I beg your pardon, half a cup of parmesan and half a cup of breadcrumbs, 2 garlic cloves chopped, and 2 eggs. And in the dish here we have 250 grams of minced ground beef and 150 grams of ground pork. So we'll just go ahead now and place everything. In goes the parmesan, in goes the breadcrumbs, in goes the chopped onion, finely chopped onion. We have 2 eggs, and that's those done. And then we add all the seasonings. And then give it a good old mix. To start with, I just mix it with a fork. And I've forgotten to mention, you need a good tablespoon of olive oil. And we'll just have a look at the sauce. Look, the sauce is actually simmering away nicely. You can see that. The smell is incredible. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So then we continue mixing this mixture to form a pasty type consistency. I'll now get my hands in here and start to mix it into it. As I said, a pasty consistency. And you can see this. Just keep on mixing it. I suppose really you could use a mixer or a processor should you wish, but I don't think you can't beat your hands for this kind of mixture. So it's getting there. Ideally, once you've made the mix like this, it's best to let it stand so that each component mixes in with the other, you know, to create that great flavour. But as this is a sort of a video demonstration, we need to move on and just so there, that's ready to now form the meatballs. Just wash my hands first and take another look at the sauce, which is boiling away like good. Look at that. Just look at that. Fantastic. It really is. The colour, the depth of the colour is wonderful. Just keep on wiping down. Keep it all tidy. Right. We'll go on to putting these meatballs together. So you can decide on what size meatball that you want to make. I like them just about this size, which is just bigger than a golf ball. And you can either get another pan, a frying pan, and brown them off in the pan. I tend to just cook them in the oven. For me, this is the best way. And in the oven, they cook thoroughly. But anyway, you're going to introduce them back to this sauce anyway, which completes the cooking process. And I'll just wash my hands again. And what I'm actually going to do is, because I've got some of these meatballs already done, I'm actually going to put them into this sauce, and you'll see exactly what I mean. I've just taken these meatballs out of the oven. They've been in the oven for 15 minutes at 180 degrees, and this is how you would finish them off. And that's a fantastic sight when you see them all in the sauce. I mean, just a room for one more, hopefully. And just put the lid back on. I'll knock it down slightly to 500, and we'll continue making these meatballs. And I'm not sure how many I got out of that, but these might be slightly bigger than the ones I've already made. But you know, in some Italian restaurants they double this size, and these once completed, traditionally served with spaghetti or indeed any pasta. But you could also make a sandwich of them. I mean, you know, get a baguette and put 2 or 3 meatballs on a baguette with some of this tomato sauce. Absolutely brilliant. Now, how many have I got here? I usually get at least 12. And I'm going to 3, 6, 9, 11. So I've made them a little bit on the big side. So again, wash my hands. I'll move the ones that I've just made out of the way. I'll get a dish to show you what these meatballs look like. This is boiling away. Two, 3 meatballs, some more sauce. As I say, if you've got some pasta underneath that, that would be a fantastic meal. And just to highlight it slightly with a little bit of fresh parsley. And there you go, Italian meatballs here in Cannonball Cottage. You've got to try this recipe, they're absolutely fantastic. And if you do try it and you do like what you've just seen, this video, please subscribe to Cannonball Cottage and give us a thumbs up and share. Thanks very much for watching once again. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you.